What is up, everybody? Random Random Man here, aka RRM, bringing you another rapid movie review, aka RMR, and it is for Piece by Piece in one take. So this is a biographical dramedy film about the life and career of American singer-songwriter Pharrell Williams, and it is animated in the style of Lego, technically making this the fifth Lego movie. And right off the bat with the animation and this being used to tell his life story, I've loved that style with the past Lego movies, and here with how it is bursting with color, and himself, Pharrell, even mentioning how he felt like his life was like a Lego set, building it piece by piece as the title implies, and also just thinking outside of the box as he has done with his music. I'm personally a fan of his music. In the past couple of decades, I became aware of who he is as a producer, even sometimes lending his vocals to tracks that he is behind. And there are other famous musicians that make appearances vocally in this film, such as Busta Rhymes, Kendrick Lamar, Jay-Z, Gwen Stefani, and Snoop Dogg, just to name several. And with telling his life story, it's pretty straightforward in going through some bullet points on major milestones of his life, going from early childhood all the way until his career basically blew up and he became someone who is one of the biggest names in producing music within the last few decades. And we get to see some of his trials and tribulations that are expressed here. This also being an animated film that is PG, there are some clever ways around telling some of the more crude moments, like bleeping out some of the language, though there is a little bit of language in here that won't bother some parents. Even some other visual cues that only adults will notice. PG spray. If you know, you know. That got a big laugh out of me and my audience. And the film runs altogether well at just about an hour and a half. And the music here, if you're a fan of Pharrell's music, there's music by him, such as the titular song here that plays right before the end credits, with additional music done by Michael Andrews. And I think that telling this film, also being a documentary in this way, should be done more often. Animated documentaries are not new, but I think in this sense, to where everything moves at such a quick pace like some of the other Lego movies, even if it does go through some of the tropes as one would see with a documentary or a biopic on anyone's life, that is standard, but I think it is done in such a way that it always had me wanting to see what else this movie was going to tell, aside from some stuff I previously knew about Pharrell, but there was a lot more I found out about than I had previously known here. So that's a huge plus on the movie too. I think this movie would be geared towards more older audiences. Not saying kids wouldn't be into this, but this isn't like, a ooh ah laugh a minute kind of animated film with adventure and such. But there is humor in here, as I've mentioned, that there's something for everyone to take away from, and there is a bit of inspiration to be noted with this movie, in that anyone can make something of themselves, in this being a rags to riches kind of tale. And yeah, Pharrell being such a big name everywhere, it's something that really is a huge thing to take into account, with him also just being so passionate about what he does. And I think that's what expressing this in film in any way with the medium of animation, that is something I always champion too. So I would say that with it all coming together, this was co-produced by Pharrell and director Morgan Neville, who's known for recent documentaries like the Mr. Fred Rogers documentary, Won't You Be My Neighbor, and Roadrunner, a film about Anthony Bourdain, both of which I loved. I didn't quite love this one as much as those two films, and this isn't my favorite animated movie of the year, but I would go as far as to say that maybe this is my favorite Lego movie since the Lego movie from now just over a decade ago, and this was something that was quite a treat to see on the big screen. So you should head out and see this thing in theaters like I did, as this is a film I definitely recommend. With that, my final verdict for Piece by Piece is 4 out of 5 stars. And there you have it. Thank you all, as always, for watching. Be sure to like this video, comment on what you thought of Piece by Piece. Social media links in the description. Subscribe to my channel for more, and I'll catch you on the next movie review.